Mental Cruelty is back once again with a brand new single, Nordlys, from their upcoming album, Zwielicht, and the band continues to knock it out of the park every time. These are my thoughts, and I respect your opinions if you don't agree. And as per usual, the music is in the description below. Nordlys is the newest single track released by Mental Cruelty, and the band is definitely showing how diverse they can make their sound. The band has employed a lot of Nordic folk elements, particularly in the intro, as well as in the atmosphere and in the lyrics. The song certainly gives a nod to Avgang, the opening track to the band's previous record, A Hill to Die Upon. The band takes a much more black metal approach with the Nordic folk elements supporting the sound. There aren't as many deathcore elements in this track, but it shows how adaptable the band can be. Compared to Forgotten Kings, it doesn't quite have the same black metal feel since the focus was more on the Nordic folk elements. The track seems to use some Nordic instruments, which definitely adds a unique edge to the song. One thing that certainly surprised me on this track was the lack of a breakdown section. Both Symphony of a Dying Star and Forgotten Kings both had breakdown sections, but Nordlys didn't. I find this surprising both for the fact that I was expecting breakdowns, but the fact that the band was able to do a song without a breakdown section shows the band doesn't always need to do the breakdowns, and the song flowed much better without them. Since the band is tapping into various subgenres of metal on this record, there will likely be songs that don't have breakdown sections. The track is much slower in its tempo as opposed to Symphony of a Dying Star. It relies a lot on tremolo picking and classic black metal riffage, thanks to guitarists Marvin Kessler and Nahul Lozano. Drummer Danny Strasser once again kept things simple with his drum parts, keeping things consistent to maintain the rhythm while occasionally bringing in some blast beats, while vocalist Lucas Nicolai continues to breathe new life into Mental Cruelty with his impressive vocals. My only criticisms are that the bass is almost non-existent and no awesome solo. There is a lot of untapped potential in bass player Victor Dick, and I think some more writing on the bass lines could definitely flesh out big parts of Mental Cruelty's songs. One thing that left me pretty disappointed was the fact that I was expecting a pretty awesome and melodic solo, but there wasn't. While the lack of a breakdown section is completely forgivable, for a song like this I would expect a solo. No solo section definitely feels like the song is incomplete. A melodic solo would definitely be a great addition to the song. Lyrically, Nordlys dives headfirst into Norse mythology. Nordlys is Dutch and Norwegian for Northern Lights, or Aurora Borealis. I did a bit of research on Norse mythology and the relation to the Northern Lights, and I will leave a link to the article where I got my information from. The ancient Norse had many different tribes throughout the Scandinavian area, and with this comes many different beliefs. Some tribes revered the Northern Lights, while some tribes feared them. The song seems to be about the latter. This is evident in the chorus section where it says, quote, Nordlys, hear the sky whistling, draw my wrath upon you. They light up the firmament. Nordlys, shining omen of bane, rest the spirits, phantoms will reach down to slice off your head. End quote. This belief comes from an indigenous tribe that lived in northern Scandinavia called the Sami, I think that's how you pronounce it, who believed the lights were the spirits of the dead, and one should not wave, sing, or whistle at them. Interestingly enough, there is a line in this song that says, quote, never dare to whistle, wave, or sing again, end quote. Thus proves the track is about a northern Scandinavian tribe that feared the Northern Lights, which is such an interesting concept. I've heard plenty of songs about Norse mythology, but to explore outside of the echo chamber shows the band is willing to explore new concepts and make new parallels and interpretations. The band continues to improve lyrically with each song, and they are only going to get better from here. Mental Cruelty progressed and grew a lot as a band. Originally starting out as a straight deathcore band to incorporating symphonic black metal elements into their sound, the band continues to show improvements to their sound as they explore new ways to play their music. Nordlys is further proof of the band's adaptability. Zwielicht will certainly be the band's best album yet. I have a feeling these guys will see Lorna Shore levels of success after this album. Their reign of darkness is just getting started. What did you think of Nordlys? Put your comments down below and let's have a discussion about it. Alright, so that is my review for Nordlys by Mental Cruelty. Their new album, Zwielicht, comes out in less than 2 weeks, so I'm going to do a full review on that. I'm sorry this took so long. I had a work weekend from hell, and it took me a lot longer to release this than I intended. So, plus I wanted to have some time to really listen to the track a lot deeper, to really make sure I had all my ducks in a row on this one. So that's partially why this review took so long. But Zwielicht comes out in 2 weeks, so I am going to get a full review on that, hopefully within the week after it comes out, because then I'll have some time to have really sat down and listened to it. So, and I don't really often stress this enough on my channel, but I think it's time, actually. If you guys like these videos, please like the video, leave a comment on it, and consider subscribing. I very rarely ever have to ask for that, but, you know, I'm putting a lot of work into these videos, and I actually like doing them. So if you guys like them, show me that you guys like it, and by liking the video and leaving a comment and subscribing. So that's all I got for you. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.